So it's a good chance that he could go to jail. But what would happen if they showed up to take Trump to jail, but the supporters wouldn't let them? What is going on, folks? Hope you guys are all out there doing well. Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and I really do appreciate you guys taking time out of your day this beautiful Friday, depending on where you live, to view my content, all right? Make sure you follow me on all the platforms you see listed up here and down here if you would, please, okay? Also, hitting this right here will consistently have my content recommended to you. Let me just say this as well. The fact that I know that you guys are not getting my content recommended to you, you guys are letting me know in the comment section, hey, I don't know why I haven't been getting your stuff lately. YouTube is telling me it's because y'all are not hitting the thumbs up so they can do that. But that doesn't make sense to me. Reason why is because of this. If you already are subscribed to my channel, which by the way, you need to double check to make sure that you still are. If you are subscribed to my channel, you have all notifications turned on. That to me should signify that if I make a video, YouTube should notify you. I don't think there should be a thing to where if you hit the thumbs up button, that's YouTube's way of saying, well, we're going to consistently recommend your content to the watchers. But that's what they say. That's what I'm going to practice. That's why I have to keep on repeating it and saying it at the beginning of all my videos. So yeah, that's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the meat of this subject. And this regarding President Donald Trump. He's former president. Let me tell y'all something right now. I don't care who you are, how many times y'all say this. I'm going to call President Trump, President Trump. I will call President Biden, President Biden. I will call President Barack Obama, President Barack Obama. I will call President Clinton, President Clinton. Even when they're not presidents anymore. Why? Because that's supposed to be the formal way that you address them, even if they're done. Period. So if you got a problem with that, oh well, that's your problem. It's not mine. I'm going to consistently and continuously say it. So deal with it. Boo hoo 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 hoo. All right. So anyway, we all know the latest stuff that's been going on with President Trump. Gag order and everything to where Trump can't say anything. He can't fight back. His hands are tied behind his back while everybody else get to throw punches and hit him, but he can't say anything back. Or he's threatened with jail with this current, obviously corrupt judge, right? Yeah, right. To me, again, folks, y'all don't have to agree with me or not, but if you read the Constitution, which I really, really strongly advise a lot of you guys to do it, I don't know how anything came into law to where you can keep a person from saying what they want to say. Period. Period. I don't get it. Now, before I throw some things in there to get people a little pissed off, I want you guys to check out what President Trump had to say about this current trial that's going on right now with Stormy Daniels. In my opinion, it definitely should be a mistrial because there's too much flip-flopping, going back and forth. 1 minute it's this, 1 minute it's that. Now all of a sudden she's a psychic and she's like a medium. And I mean, she's talking to dead people. I'm not making it up. She really is. Don't believe me. Go research it. But anyway, before I even give any more of this out, check this video out.
Here's the video. We'll bring up the audio and listen together. Here we go.
Wretched assault on the rule of law. It's Jonathan Turley, and it just goes on and finishes, although it's a long story that's brutal about this case. This case is highly unconstitutional. It's presided over by a very conflicted judge, conflicted like I've never seen before. He refuses to take himself off the case, and it should be a mistrial. Their objective, of course, was to humiliate and smear Trump with a gossipy tale of sex that had nothing to do with the criminal charges at issue. Had nothing to do with it. Everything you've been watching has nothing to do with the case. They know that. It was a sophomoric gamble, and it has backfired spectacularly. Miranda Devine, we've heard it all before. Dems already wheeled out the scandal of 2016. And it didn't work then. Why would it work now, 8 years later? And why now, 6 months before the election? In other words, why are they bringing this case right before the election? You know, and so do I. Because they're dishonest thugs. Nobody in their right mind thinks that this is what New York is, that they scare prosecutorial resources and that they have scarce prosecutorial resources and should be spent when people are languishing in jails all over the city. DA Alvin Bragg should be spending his time prosecuting cop bashers and Jew-hating agitators. The message Democrats are inadvertently sending and voting public is that this guy is so strong that we have to cheat to beat him. Well, they are cheating to beat me. This is cheating. This is election interference. Kerry Urban, she says, not going well for the prosecution. Highly respected young lady. Not going well for the prosecution. But when you have a rigged judge, things can go well. So story after story. These are all stories that just came out. These are all stories that are 100% that this is a disgraceful trial. And I'll be going over them with you later. How the left tried to do things to hurt Trump. I'm just going to say two things because I can't read certain words. I'm not allowed to read. If I use the words, this guy wants to put me in jail. He's corrupt. Alan Dershowitz. Trump trial will go down in history as a stupendous legal catastrophe. That's the great Alan Dershowitz. Now, I'm not a friend of Alan Dershowitz. I don't know him well, but this is what he writes. This is what everyone's writing. And this is a case that should have never started. Byron York writes a fantastic article, but I have to read it very carefully because if I put one wrong word in, they want to put me in jail. Donald Trump just had an incredible legal week. Well, I didn't really because the judge is highly political, and he's corrupt. And he's also conflicted at a level that nobody's ever been before that I've seen. Here's Politico. Trump's political fate likely won't be decided by the courts after all because they think the case is so bad. But again, when you have a rigged judge, bad things can happen. Very bad things can happen. Playbook of the House. I'm trying to edit this very quickly in front of you because if I mention the wrong word, they'll come out here and they'll take me out to a jail someplace because that's the way it is with this judge. He wants to show how tough he is. So this is story after story. I'll give you some more later on. They don't like it when I talk during the day because they'd rather not have me talk at all. They think they're going to get away with this. If this country allows them to get away with this gag order, and the way the case is being handled, like what they're doing yesterday was incredible. It was incredible. What they did, this trial was so horrible. It's no longer justice, and it's a tremendous abuse of the New York judicial system in particular. The New York judicial system has been absolutely abused and abused terribly. And it's the whole world is watching. It's very bad. So I'll now go and sit in that freezing cold courtroom for 8 or 9 hours and think about being on the campaign. But I'll be on the campaign on Saturday at 5 o'clock in Wildwood, New Jersey. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so with all that being said, that's my whole point. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's definitely election interference, but here's my thing. He plans on going to campaign, right? He plans on campaigning. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I haven't really dug that deep into it and got the context behind a lot of this, but some of you guys have written me and told me that President Trump can't leave New York. If he wanted to go campaign in different places, he can't leave New York. But I'm like, y'all, he was just like flying to Michigan and all that. So I don't get why y'all are saying that. I really don't. I haven't heard anything like that. But anyway, wouldn't this be crazy that if President Trump did disobey this order and he went and did things anyway, and when they try to so-called, you're going to get thrown in jail, which we know nobody's going to physically be able to come and get him per se. Trump would otherwise be the one to actually take himself there with Secret Service. Point that I was saying was this. You see how they are on the far left with all the crazy stuff they're doing with their protests, the summer of love, all those things like that. If people really are committed to Trump like they say they are, wouldn't that be something to see that would go down in history, that if the police did try to come and arrest Trump, that Trump would have like the supporters there saying, you guys are not taking him? Now that would be something to see. Not that I would want anything violent to happen at all, but that would just be awesome to see that you got normal American citizens standing up and saying you're not coming to get President Trump while you got the police on the other end. But we know that won't happen because President Trump is about law and order. He's about, he would most likely say, protect the boys in blue, let them come, stand down, guys, don't do anything. But then what would happen? People are like, no, we're not standing down. I'm just saying. It's a lot of stuff that can happen, folks, within history. That's why we had all sorts of things like Revolutionary War, different things like that of the sort, because when the people get tired of what's going on corrupt, the people rise. But in this particular case, I'm not sure, folks. I'm not sure, because You need to make a distinction between whether you are a patriot or whether you just played. You really need to make that distinction, because if you are about righteousness, truth, and justice and all that, you should be about it whether you are on the left or the right, plain and simple. If anybody's doing anything corrupt and wrong, we should call it out. If Biden is doing anything corrupt and wrong, we call it out. If Trump is doing anything wrong, we should call it out, and it should be prosecuted as such. But in this particular case, y'all, come on now. Come on. Can you not see what's going on here? Can you not? And again, let me reiterate something that I said in past videos. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, because if Trump is being ever so uplifted and ever so increasing in the polls, and he's not even been able to go out and campaign, let it happen. Not saying that if he did, I'm just, look, okay, follow me here. Let's just say if none of these prosecutions and dumb stuff was going on with President Trump right now, and he was able to campaign, do you think that would make a significant difference on how significant the numbers are right now as he's climbing up the polls? To me, the more these people keep doing this thing to Trump, the more we get to see who they are and what they are about, the more people go, you know what, forget this. This is absolutely crazy what they're doing. Let's go ahead and support Trump even more. I mean, he's gaining among the independents, which there is a lot of them out there. He's gaining among young people. Plain and simple. He's gaining among blacks, especially black men. Now, again, if President Joe Biden was able to do what he did in the basement, surely there's no need to really have to go and really emphasize Trump has to get out of campaign or what? If Trump doesn't campaign, what? I know he wants to because he wants to be around the people. I know y'all want to be at the rallies and all that. I absolutely 100% get that. But why can't we do that ourselves? Why can't we rally for Trump? Why can't we throw these different things? I know that you want the main man to be there, but why can't we rally behind Trump? Because when you think about it, it's us that makes the difference, not necessarily Trump. Some of y'all don't understand that. That one man is not the one that's doing it. It's the people, folks. We the people. So why isn't there rallies going around in honor of Trump with somebody speaking on behalf of Trump and being able to say what Trump can't say? Oh, that would piss them off to the max. If anybody think about doing anything like that, email me, call me. We can set something up. I will show up and we will do it. Don't believe me? Email me, right? Anyway, let me know what y'all think about all this that's going on with President Trump right now. Do you think that it is election interference? If you believe it's election interference, explain in the comment section why. Do you think that, hey, this is just proper procedure of law and order, Ty? If you believe that what's going on with Trump is absolutely 100% fair, state it in the comment section. I like to hear all points of view. You may see something that I can't see. Highly doubtful, but anyway, I would like to see it, folks. Don't forget, hit this right here before y'all get out of here. Please, 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 please. It's imperative and it's very important that you guys click that thumbs up button. Double check and make sure that you are still subscribed. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy, but I knew this was going to heat up like it did. Once the summer started to hit, I knew it was going to hit up. I knew it. They're not going to like people like me speaking out and saying things that I'm saying right now because it doesn't fit the narrative. Don't forget, if you have a cell phone, please let one person know about this channel. Encourage them to subscribe after checking it out, all right? Till next time, folks, we'll see ya. I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.